Okay, guys, we have a new moon in Virgo, August the 22nd of 2025, and I have 5 things that I wanted to share with you about this energy, how you can work with this, how this affects you. New moon, new life, new era, new manifestation. It's not only this is a time for you to plant the seed, but this moon in Virgo is an exceptional new moon because it is also the black moon. So it's a very kind of rare event. So similar to the blue moon, this black moon doesn't come around very often. What does it mean for you? Huge manifestation potential. And with the things I'm going to share with you, you're going to be mind blown, especially if you are someone on your breaking free healing journey, or you want to step more into your healer template, meaning that you're ready to step into your soul purpose, get things crack-a-lacking, and really own your emotional sensitivity, because Virgo is all about the healer, and also it's an earth sign, so it's about being grounded. So if you're ready with me, let's go on Eva. Okay, for those of you who are new, my name is Tina Wong. I am here every single day to channel through the messages that your higher self is ready to receive, to step into your truest and highest alignment. We bring through cosmic I don't know, I'm struggling with that word. Cosmic energy. We bring through channel guidance and whatever practical steps that you need to know. Okay, I just channel through, so you get what you get. And we're here every day, so if you vibe with the vibe, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hello. Okay, let's get into it. New moon in Virgo, black moon in Virgo. First of all, the first thing I want to talk about is that thing that I just mentioned about the healer template. This is the time where you have to understand Virgo is the sign of the Virgin, but it's also the sign of the healer. A lot of people who have Virgo in certain part of their charts means that they are actually destined to be healers. Do you have Virgo in your chart? Are you a Virgo? Let me know down below. Virgo is someone who is very connected with the earth, right? It's an earth sign. It's also very connected with the herbs. So anything natural, healthy eating, healthy diet, like things a certain way. Virgo is associated with, sometimes being kind of OCD. And what that means is that it's just clear about what it knows that it's good for humanity. Okay, so a lot of people who are Virgos, they're actually very caring and very thoughtful and very considerate. Okay, and also we have a lot of empaths and healers who are Virgos as well. So let me know down below. I definitely have 2 Virgos in my chart, my moon and my rising, so I'm super Virgo over here. The first thing is I want to talk about the healer template and activation. This new moon in Virgo brings forth a huge awakening and activation on your healership, your healing template. Your healer template. What do I mean by that? It means that you are ready to be seen more. Maybe you're online already. Maybe you're in the industry already. Maybe you're a practitioner already, or maybe you're someone who just dabble into the hobbies of more spirituality or healing or energy work, stuff like that. But this new moon is a whole new portal for you to step through with those gifts and those curiosities. So whether you want to from a hobby, I want to make it like a profession, this is a good time, or around this time is a good time to plant the seed, set the intention, launch the thing, do the things, right? Launch your first webinar, launch your first course, allow your first offer to be out in the world. So if you're doing any type of psychic energy work, healing work, and it doesn't need to be spiritual either, it can be like you're a nurse or you're whatever, okay? Doesn't matter. It's going to be a good time for you to be known, to let the world know what you got, okay? So if there's something that's exciting for you, do it today, or at least plant the seed today in your thought. Write in your journal, what is it that you want to accomplish with your gifts, your hobby, the things that you're drawn to do, okay? Second thing. The second thing here this Virgo moon brings is the energy of getting yourself more grounded and more stabilized. Virgo's an earth sign. What does earth mean? Earth rules the material realm, the 3D world, but also, earth like ground, like grounding, right? So Virgo really rules you being more practical and you being more grounded and stabilized in your day-to-day routine, right? Virgo likes some kind of, routine or orderly things. Perfectionism, anyone? OCD tendencies, anyone? My Virgos, okay? I see you, okay? You see me, okay? So sometimes you like things to be quite particular, but then it can seem as OCD to other people who don't understand, but it's just a way that you can function. So just think about how your daily routines are actually helping you. And they don't need to make sense to anyone, but they need to make sense to you. Okay. So for example, if you're like, oh my God, I feel like I need 6 juices today and I need to spread them out, throughout my day. And maybe it seems a bit much, okay, but maybe it works for you. Okay. I actually know a friend who drinks like 6 juices, a day or whatever. Okay. So it doesn't matter. It might not make sense to someone else's system, but it might make sense to you. You just have to know that. Like for me, I go to the spa and get my massages 2 to 4 times a week. Is that a bit much? Is it a bit excessive? Maybe to someone it is, but to me, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. For the kind of work I do, right? A lot, I'm not like heavy lifting or anything, but I do a lot of energy work. My clients, my coaching containers, the things that I do, I channel through energies. So it's very important that my body feels good. Okay. So anyway, I just got back from the hair spa, so nice. And I'm excited to take one of my clients who's gonna come to Vietnam to visit me for a VIP day together. So I wanna work, play, enjoy, eat, all of that. When you work with me, it's the whole sparkly goodness. So she's gonna come through and we're gonna have our one-on-one full VIP coaching day. If you guys are interested in that, by the way, I'm in Vietnam right now. If you wanna fly over, we spend a day together, just let me know, okay? Email my team down below, okay? So when you allowing yourself to really tap into what feels good for you, what routine makes sense for you, it works for you, okay? Maybe in the morning you need to, pull 3 tarot cards. Okay, you do that, right? Maybe in the morning you need to meditate for 2 hours. And maybe people are like, oh my God, it's so long, it's so much. But it works for you. Like for me, at least 3 hours, okay? At least 3 hours before I speak to anyone, talk to anyone, and then that's how I can be happy. That's how I can keep sane. And luckily, I know how to manifest a freedom lifestyle. That's what I'm teaching people, you guys. And I believe that you can get anything that you want, the life that you want, but you have to know what works for you. Maybe you're someone who thinks that you have to do the 9 to 5, but your system knows that it doesn't work for you. You need to be an entrepreneur, or you need to be someone who kind of work less, play more, okay? Whatever, I'm not gonna get into that right now, but tap into what is true for you and get stabilized and put routines together and really get rid of the idea that it's too much or it's too crazy or it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't need to make sense to anyone, okay? Your life decision doesn't need to make sense to anyone. That's that, done. Number 3, the third way on how this new moon affects you is that you have to also be aware that maybe you're aware of it already, that Virgo shows up in the tarot system as the hermit. So the hermit is someone who has a thirst for knowledge, who isolates themselves in a cave or whatever, or away, looking for knowledge. That's why there's like a lamp. So what this means is that sometimes you guys feel like you need a hermit mode. Maybe you need to be away from people, especially coming off Leo season. Maybe you were out and about and hitting people up and whatever. There's time for hermit mode and there's time for socializing. So don't force yourself to socialize when you want to be in hermit. But the opposite is also true, that maybe you're too hermit and you need to be out and about, okay? You know what's the season is for you. So really trust that. We need a balance in our life, okay? And not only that, hermit also represents higher knowledge, spirituality, and self-actualization. So around this time, you guys can be opening yourself up to, I'm hearing mysticism, a lot of mysticism, a lot of higher spiritual knowledge where it can only be accessed with a higher consciousness. And this is something I teach when I coach people on spirituality, is that, the true spirituality is not from books. It's not. okay? Because books are based on his story, and the actual true knowledge is encoded in your blood, in your DNA. Okay, that's why I do the DNA activation. That is the line of priestesses. If you kind of feel like you came from a higher line of priestesses, or higher line of like, oh, I'm getting shivers. Maybe some of you guys are feeling this right now. You're coming from a lineage where you have accumulated a lot of knowledge, and they are sacred knowledge, they are hidden knowledge, because once upon a time, holding such powerful knowledge of the universe can get you persecuted and executed, and all of those stuff, burned at the stake. So that's why a lot of empaths they actually don't get their true spiritual knowledge from a text or from a guru. Oh my god, don't even get me started with these fake gurus. Okay, I'm not in the mood right now. Anyway, but what I'm saying is that a lot of us, we have to tap into our true knowledge. We have to tap into our DNA activation. We have to understand how to read the codes. So some of you guys are very drawn to, like I said, the tarot system, the oracle system. It's not because you're superstitious, even astrologies and videos like that. It's not that you are superstitious. It's because from a long line of priestesses or priests, actually that's how it is. Before they said that it's evil, before they said it's witchy, before they said it's wrong, but you can feel the energy. When the cosmic energy shifts, there's certain portals that opens, right? And you understand, like, people back in the day, they know how to read the signs, okay? They know to read the energies. So if you're someone who's interested in things like this, astrology, numerology, code, signs, symbols, what is it, like like light language, whatever it is, it means that you have access to higher knowledge that can only be accessed in your blood, okay, in your DNA. So if you're interested in anything like that, just drop me a secret knowledge. Okay, secret knowledge, how to access secret knowledge. Okay, maybe I'll make a masterclass for you guys or something. And if you are not inside my Awaken community, join. It is free down below. I'm planning a couple of upcoming free masterclasses for you to join. So if you're a member, which is free to join, you're gonna get access to a lot of really cool stuff. That's my private community. And if you are a questionable person, meaning that you don't have good intentions, please do not join, because it is a very sacred community, and I'm very firm and unapologetic about that. Okay, so don't try at me right now. I'm not in the mood. Guys, I am PMSing, as you can tell. I'm not in the mood. Please do not come at me. Okay, next, the fourth way on how this new moon affects you is to get really practical. The hermit is about higher knowledge, higher learning, right? So maybe you have learned enough, maybe it's time to practice, because Virgo is all about that practical side. It's like maybe you took courses on how to be a good masseuse, but can you go and do it, right? Practice on somebody, right? It's like that kind of idea. Knowledge means nothing without application, right? You won't learn, because knowledge is not good enough. It's wisdom, is experience, right? That allows you to really make that experience, that knowledge your own. Because good teacher is not just, oh, I read something off ChatGPT and I'm going to replay it, or say it in the teleprompter, okay? It's not that. A true teacher, a true worthy teacher, in my opinion, especially when it comes to spirituality or something that is worth teaching, it needs to come from their true authentic experiences. They need to come from their true wisdom, because with that you can only understand how someone might be navigating the same thing, and you'll understand the heart and soul side of things more than just like straight up spitting out knowledge, which is so cold. My god, jeez. Okay, so get practical, people. Don't shy away. If you have issues with being like a imposter syndrome or something, watch other videos on my channel or join Awaken, because like I said, I'm gonna make more videos and masterclasses to help you guys through this, because it is my soul mission to help you step out of this. Whatever you think you're not good enough to do, I don't believe that. I don't believe you. I believe that you're capable. I believe that you're worthy. I believe that you have way more knowledge than some of these people. Okay, not to compare, but I just think that there are a lot of people who are just saying random shit, okay? And they don't have the heart that you have. They don't have the soul that you have. They don't have the knowledge and the true wisdom that you have. But because you're afraid of being seen, because you have a blocked throat chakra, because you're an empath, these sacred knowledge doesn't get passed on. Okay, and part of my soul mission is to like awaken those codes within you and bringing you that extra boost of confidence for you to share your knowledge, because the truth is the world needs you more than ever. We're in the biggest transformation age on earth. Why many of us are being called to be on earth, to reincarnate on earth, even though it's a bit dense, okay? It's for this moment. The truth needs to come out, okay? The truth needs to come out, and these false gurus, these false teachers, they're gonna crash and burn because there's no integrity. They see people as numbers. They don't see people for their heart and soul. So I need people, okay? We need people like you. The universe needs people like you to start speaking your truth, to do your healing practices, to show up as true light, pure love in the world, okay? Can we have an amen? Okay. Next, final, number 5. The 5th way on how this Virgo full moon, new moon affects you is the word I'm getting is purity. The energy of Virgo is the sign of the Virgin, Virgo the Virgin, right? So this is the energy of you tap into your virgin energy, your purity energy. If you want to do something, guys, like do it based on your purity. And what I mean by that is that especially when it comes to your soul purpose, okay, I've had enough dealing with seeing the people who really they teach you to approach spirituality like it's a business. I think that is so incorrect. And this is what I mean. If it's your soul calling to do your healing work, to teach spirituality, to share your wisdom, if it's, it's true, it's your true soul purpose, you gotta come from a soul level. Okay, that doesn't mean that you reject money. It doesn't mean that you don't have a business. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that first and foremost, you need to come from a soul level if it's your soul purpose. If you put money before your soul, you're going to be corrupted. Okay, and that's what a lot of people get corrupted in this spiritual world. These spiritual so-called teachers and leaders, they put power. They want more power. They want more status. They want more sex. They want more, influence. They want more, like, not good influence. Okay, they want more, status, and they want more money or whatever. Okay, as number one, and a lot of them, they don't start out that way. So I want you to be aware that if you're going to do this kind of work, and I'm kind of clear on this, when I train my light warriors and doing the work that they're going to do, you got to tap into your true soul purity. Because, honey, karma is going to come by your butt. Trust me, okay? You can be looking at these people like, oh my God, they have so much money, they have so much wealth, they have so many cool things. You don't know who they are behind the scenes. You don't know how much they're suffering. You don't know that they have these insomnias. You don't know that they have these secret health issues. You don't know that they have effed up relationships, okay? Because karma will come by you if you don't approach your soul purpose in a pure way. And that's what I believe. And trust me, I know some of these people, and it's not pretty, okay? It was not pretty, okay? I'm not even gonna get into it right now. Like I said, I am PMS, so I'm a little bit like spicy today. But let's just say that just do things from a pure heart level and you will be abundantly rewarded, I promise you. Don't buy into the people say that you have to do it this way. You have to treat your business like this, or else you're not going to be successful. The only way for you to be successful is to follow your truth, your wisdom. Yes, learn certain knowledge and apply them along the way, but don't make it the first and foremost things. You're gonna lose your heart, you're gonna lose your soul along the way, and it's not gonna be cute. But on the other side, some of you guys need to start stepping up more. What's so good about you getting all these spiritual power and your third eye being open and all these healing Reiki abilities, wonderful things that you have, my love, and you're meant to share and you're not sharing it because of fear? No, like don't buy into that, okay? You're capable. Watch my other empath stories. Get over the fear of judgment. Get over the fear of being seen. Unblock your throat chakra. I make a bunch of videos down for you because I don't want people like you to be in hiding. I want people like you to be out in the open, okay? And set this earth straight, okay? So we need more soul-centered people rising. Is what this new moon is about. New moon, new beginning, especially in August, right after the Lionsgate portal, the energy of star seeds and empath awakening and natural healers and all souls awakening is rapid. It is crazy right now. So if you guys want to know more, again, check out my other video. If you want more spicy content, and I don't mean like, 18 plus kind of spicy. I don't know, I think people use that word, but I mean like fire, okay, spicy. You might want to connect with me on Tina Wong 000 on Instagram, because I make very fiery stories, uncensored, okay? Not that kind of uncensored, but this kind of uncensored. So you feel free to join, and awakened awakened group down below, free to join. Okay, guys, I am out. I think I need to I don't know, drink water or something. All right, guys. Wish me luck on this PMS phase. I love you so much. Like this video if it was helpful for you in any way. Subscribe to the channel for daily videos, and I can't wait to see what comes up for you down below. Bye bye.